Hello, it's the answer key to the math review for the day. So we're going to start with Monday's math review. This is in your packet, but if you don't have it, I'm going to put the document on Google Classroom so you can also follow along. So we'll start with the first question. I just want to apologize, the way this was printed, you can't really see the model, but I think this says 3 times a half. So if we were doing 3 times 1/2, that's pretty easy because we know that 2 give you 1. So if you have 3 times a half, then that should be 1.5. Okay? Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. All right, let's move on to the next one. So we have Janet had 28 coins in her collection. Fred has 4 times as many coins as Janet. Okay, so if he has 4 times as many, then I already know he has more. Which equation can be used to determine the number of coins Fred had? Okay, so if Janet had 28 coins, that's going to be Janet. And Fred had 4 times as many. How many coins? Oh, okay, so that would mean that Fred, F, is going to be 4 times as many coins as Janet. And we know from the problem that Janet has 28. So I'm just going to write that in there. So now I'm going to match it up with one of these, and I see that it matches with A. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Which figure appears to have 1 right angle? Okay, so I'm going to think about what do I know about right angles. I know that they look like perfect L's, and I know that they measure 90 degrees. So let's look through the choices. We have A. So I see acute angle. Oh, here's a right angle. Okay. B, these seem obtuse and acute, so no right angles there. Eliminate it. I see obtuse angles, and this one looks like it could be acute the way that the shape is just made bigger, so no. And I see that C and D are very similar. So the only one that only has 1 right angle is A. Good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Find the product of 17 times 12. Okay, so product, I know it means I'm going to find the answer when I multiply these two. So a strategy that we know is our area model. So I'm going to start by drawing my rectangle here. I'm going to make it proportional. Okay, so I see that this is 17 times 12. So I'm going to decompose the 17 into 10 and 7. And I'm going to decompose the 12 into 10 and 2. And now we're going to find the area of each of these rectangles. So I have 10 times 10, 100. 7 times 10, 70. 10 times 2, 20. 7 times 2, 14. And now I'm going to add my partial product. So I have 100. I like to check them off as I write them down because I know that a common error could be like I'm copying the product wrong, the partial product wrong, or I don't add it into my sum. So I'm just checking it off. Then I have a 70, I have a 20, and I have 14. Now I'm going to add these up. 0, 0, 0, and 4, 4. 7 plus 2 gives me 9, plus 1 gives me 10. Regroup the 1 over here, circle it so I don't have to add it. So 1 plus 1, 2. So our final product is 204. Okay, let's make that a little more clear. There we go. Okay, let's move on. Then we have write 147,532 in expanded form. Ooh. Okay, so first I'm going to just write it out in standard form. So I have 147,532. Okay, and I have to write an expanded form, so that means each number is going to get a value. So I'm going to start with here. We have 100,000 plus 40,000 plus 7,000 plus 500 plus 30 plus 2. Couldn't fit it all there, so I had to write on the bottom. Okay, let's go to the last question. Which number would be 16,000 when rounded to the nearest 10,000? Okay, so we're rounding to the nearest 10,000. So I'm going to look at all of my choices, and I'm going to circle the digit that's in the 10,000s place. So right here, I think, well, the way that this problem is written, I don't think they mean 10,000. I think they mean 1,000, because if I'm rounding it to the 10,000, I'm not going to have a 6 in my thousands, so I'm just going to take that away. Okay. All right, so that means I'm just going to look at my thousands place. So this is going to round to 15,000. So you can eliminate that. This is going to round to 16,000. Because the 5 is going to make the 5 round up to 6. The 5 is going to make the 6 round to 17,000. And the 7 is going to make the 6 round to 17,000. So the best answer for this one is B. Okay. So here's your math review for the day. Let's take a look at the POD. So you have Monday, Tuesday, POD. Let me back this up so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, there you go. All right, so Carl reads 220 pages in April. He reads 160 pages in May. He reads 4 times as many pages during these months as Megan. How many pages did Megan read in April and May combined? Okay. I'm not sure if they mean Megan or Carl. This question's a little confusing. He reads 4 times as many pages during these months as Megan. Alright, so let's try it. So we have Carl. I'm going to organize my facts. He has 220 pages in April. Okay. And then he reads 160 pages in May. Oh, okay, I understand now. So this is April and May. So we have to figure him out first before we figure out Megan. So let's add that all together. Let's see how many pages he reads in total. 0. 6 plus 2 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3. So he reads 380 pages in May and April together. Now, the question wants to know, it says he reads 4 times as many pages in these months as Megan. Okay, so let's write an equation. So 380, he reads, 4 times as many pages during these months than Megan. We don't know Megan, so we're going to put M there as an equation. This is what we have to find, okay? So this is what we're finding. I'm just going to label this as Megan. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're going to use this equation to help us figure out how many pages Megan read in April and May combined. Okay, so let's hold on to this and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow.